I get it. We see results from a person and we simply want the same results for ourselves. Whether it's the latest hairstyle or it's the latest hair care line from our favorite celebrity or influencer, we want to support and we want those same results. But are we going after the health of our hair, or are we just chasing another trend? When I first became a natural, I was overwhelmed with the information that was out there. I didn't understand hair porosity or having a hair routine or anything. I just knew I wanted to have the same results as I was starting to see online and around campus. So I would go to natural hair forums online and I would look at the women that had like the longest, thickest, curliest hair, and I would grab those same products and put it on my hair. Even though my hair texture is different, I was still trying to use those same products because that was my only goal at the time. Then on top of that, when it came to protective styles, I was doing braids like back to back, and then if I wasn't doing braids, I would do wigs. Now, there's nothing wrong with having those kind of protective styles, but the issue with me during that time was that I would put these protective styles in back to back. I wouldn't let my hair breathe, and while my hair were in those protective styles, I wasn't doing anything to retain moisture. So my hair would be dry and flaky and have a lot of buildup from the gel that I was using. And I also didn't know that my hair was actually not healthy as I thought during this time. And so after having an intervention with God, which that took some time, I started to notice what I was actually doing to my hair that was ruining my hair. And I was actually chasing trends during that time. So now, with that being said, I am going to share with you signs that it may be time for you to change your hair product. The signs I'm going to share with you today, this is also based on the fact that you have a healthy hair routine that you've established. This is like your first foundation. You're taking care of your hair already, and now you're using products in addition to your healthy hair routine. If you don't already have this, then it's kind of hard to see if a product works for you or not. So after you establish your foundation, now we could get into these signs. The first sign that you need to switch your product is you're not seeing any improvement after a total of 4 to 6 weeks. Now, if your hair is like up here and you're looking for your hair to be all the way down here by 6 weeks mark, then you have to set realistic goals because everything is going to take some time. But if you don't see like a little bit of improvement during this time frame, then it may be a sign that you need to switch. The second sign that you need to switch is that you're having a negative reaction, like a bad reaction to the product. If there's like irritation, burning, buildup, like you just see that your hair is not performing well, then this is a sign that you need to switch. And finally, the third sign that you need to switch is that your goals have changed. So if you've been using a product and the goal at that time was to help with hair damage, but now that your hair has improved, now you could probably take a break from that and use something else. So our hair, it constantly is talking to us and trying to communicate what it needs, but we have to really pay attention to our hair to see what it's trying to say. So if you see any of these signs that your product is giving or not giving, then it's time to move on with grace. Now, before we even switch our hair products or give our money to get these products to begin with, we want to consider these factors as well. And the first thing is the product purpose. So if you're getting like a styling product, you're going to see the results quicker than something like a hair oil, which may take some time to see results. And so you want to consider the purpose of the product as well. Like the timelines are going to be different in both products. The second thing you want to consider are the ingredients. So based on the ingredients for that product, are you being consistent in order to see the results? Because if you're not consistent to begin with, or just following the directions for that product, then it's up to you to see those results, because you have to be consistent in order to see the results. And then finally, the last thing you want to consider is your hair porosity. Now, I told you about my story with me getting all those products, and a lot of the times when I was getting those products, the people that were recommending those products, they didn't have the same hair porosity as me, so I wasn't going to necessarily get the same results. And hair porosity, to me, it plays a big role as well. So you have to pay attention to that as well, because that could also change the timeline of how one person may get the results versus you. So That's important also. So my friends, this is just a quick encouragement for you just to stay in the process and in the journey until the end. A lot of times we start with a product and then we go on to the next thing and we're not consistent in order to see results. So I pray that this video has blessed you. If you're like, you know what, heck yeah, I need to try a product and just start with one product. Well, my friends, I have a product for you, and that is my Flourishing hair oil and hair mist. If you need a change and you just want to start off with one thing, which I recommend, you don't have to have a million products, just start with one thing, and you can start with the Flourishing hair oil and hair mist. It has been bringing a lot of results, and I just know it's going to continue to flourish in everyone's lives that has purchased it. So grab yourself a bottle or 2 or 3 or 4 and share this video as you do so. I will talk to you next time. Bye, beautiful.